Season 4, episode number 2. We are here live. As y'all know, some episodes come from the studio at the house, and then we're blessed to have some episodes that we come right here from the kingdom here at Virgin Street. Blessed. Tonight we are talking the medical field. We're talking about healing and revealing. As you know, in the medical field, everyone's medical journey isn't the same. You have some people when they're dealing with an ailment of any kind, they'll pop a pill, pop some medicine, do your thing. Then you have other people, for various reasons, choose an alternative. They'll choose that holistic path of wellness. Either way, we're going to have a good conversation about it tonight. Let's also put this disclaimer out. Myself and the guest tonight, we are not medical. We're not doctors. We're none of those things. So we're just giving our experiences. You do you, take your journey for face value. So I will say this with all transparency. Grain of salt, use it. Yeah, you have discernment. But tonight's guest really become a very, very good friend of mine. We actually work together in the medical field. He is a local of the West Coast. As they say, the West Coast is the best coast, from California. And God brought him all the way to the Panhandle State in Oklahoma, and that is Mr. Curtis CJ Aaron. Blessed to have him stop on with us tonight. We're not going to waste no more time. We're going to hop right into it, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into it. What's good, bro? How you doing?
I'm blessed, man, all the time. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. It's a blessing, man. It's a blessing. As we said, we are in the medical field together. And that's really a broad statement when you talk about the medical field, because that could be anything. You could be a scrub tech. You could be a CSP. You could be a nurse. You could be a doctor.
I mean, you could be a janitor, honestly.
Facts. Facts. Nevertheless, our experience shape us, and so we're just blessed to have you on, man.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for real.
Yes, sir. You ready to hop into this?
Let's do it, man.
So, we can't jump right away into your experience. If anyone's kind of followed the description, you are the son of a medical professional. Talk to you off camera. Your mother,
yes, sir,
has been in the medical field for quite some time.
26 years.
Yeah.
Nice. Been some time.
Nice. So starting with that, man, being the son of a medical professional, having a parent who was in it, man, how did that impact your life?
I honestly feel like it was a big impact for several different reasons, because when I first got into, the medical field, I didn't take the initial journey of going to a hospital.
Mm-hmm.
I went the massage route. I wanted to help people directly myself.
Okay.
So I felt like that was the best way for me. But my mom, she was a big influence on it, because she had come back and you have like this joyous look on your face because you did something for somebody else that wasn't yourself.
Sure.
And that right there is already giving me like a different type of light to be around.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing things for others that they don't even know about now. So it really inflicts on me, because I can start to feel the move of just the energy in the world like differently.
Yeah.
I know if like my mom, she always had like this glowing radiance. Everybody always gravitated towards her. And honestly, I think it's because she was in the medical field, or she is in the medical field. She's getting out next year, so she already excited about that.
Praise God. Praise God, man.
So just seeing that all the time, like people like radiating, just gravitating towards her, I'm like, man, it's like having your own personal superhero and not even having a superpower.
That's good.
So I was like, that's kind of what I really want to do in my life. Like I want to help people a lot, as much as I possibly can. And going to a hospital was like the easiest way I could think about it. I was like, oh yeah, let's just go jump into a hospital then.
There you go.
Taking a massage path, I was like, now I'm actually in the field of helping others heal.
Sure.
And it's more live and direct.
Yeah.
So I've been enjoying that aspect as well.
That's good. That's good. Now we definitely appreciate that insight. Shout out to your mama. I haven't had the pleasure of knowing you, but because I know your son, I feel like I got an idea for who you are. So we definitely appreciate that. One of the things, man, we talked about that was really intimate and personal with you. We know we are a few years out of the pandemic that was COVID-19.
Yeah.
And we know that affected everyone a little bit differently.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a scary time for our community. That was a scary
Yeah.
time for our country. And so you had your own experience. And so if you don't mind, man, just take a couple moments, man, just share your experience and how that's impacted you and your mindset and where you are today.
Okay. So my experience happened in 2021. I was at work. Everything was normal. Didn't feel nothing wrong. I went home the next day and I was off. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna work out in the garage, just have like a good little time. So I'm starting to work out and I'm starting to feel like the sharp pain in my chest. I was like, that's not normal. Like I know my body. Like
Sure.
I've been doing this for some time. I know myself.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna let it. I'm just sleep it off, see what happens. So I woke up the next morning and I was trying to take a deep breath, and there was this sharpness in my chest that I couldn't kind of shake.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I called my mom first and foremost because it's the only person I know that can give me the right insight on
Right.
it. She's like, call your doctor, see what he says. I'm like, all right, I'll give him a call. I called my doctor and I told him I'm having a sharp pain in my chest, and he was like, you need to go to the ER. Now my brain is in full panic mode. Like, you tell me to go to the ER, that's not a good look for me already.
Right. And how old are you at the time?
27.
Right. So 27, sit here and go to the ER. Yeah.
That's not the one thing you want to hear. You
Yeah.
don't want to hear that going in. I'm just like, okay, now I'm starting to feel some pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So I get to the ER. I'm there for like probably 4 hours, and they can't tell me what's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So they do a scan. It was like, you know what? We have to do a scan, but we have to put this fluid so your body kind of highlights and we can see everything.
Yep.
I'm like, all right, cool. We do the scan. I'm sitting in the back. Another hour and a half go by, and a doctor comes by and tells me, he's like, so we found the issue, and you have a pulmonary embolism. And in my head, I'm like, what's a
What
pulmonary
is that? Yeah,
embolism?
exactly. What is that?
You give me medical terminology. I don't know what that is.
Speaking English, perhaps.
Please, you speak Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, like you speaking everything but English.
Right.
So he tells me I have a pulmonary embolism. I'm just like, okay, like, can you elaborate? He's like, you have 2 blood clots in your lungs. And at that moment, I felt my heart hit the floor.
Wow.
I was like, man, only time I hear like blood clots is when bad things have happened.
Sure.
So I was already panicking. I was like, okay, let me just try to be calm about it. He was like, we're gonna get you on heparin. You're gonna be fine. I was like, okay, all right, cool. And then I called my mom and I told her, and the silence was deafening. Like you can just hear her whole life just go silent.
Yeah.
And more so for my mom, I always felt bad because I'm like, I know how she is. Like, she's the worry rat for sure. And I'm just like, Mama's gonna be all right. I mean, he said it. We can take care of it. Like, it's gonna be fine. She's like,
and you're a boy too, so it's something about mothers and their sons, fathers. I got 2 girls, so I'm sure they will cause me great grief later in my life.
More heartbreaks than anything. Yeah. So after I talked to my mom, trying to get her to calm down, my dad gets on the phone now. I'm like, just making sure she's gonna be fine because everything's gonna be all right. So after that happened, I've talked to my mom. I go back into the little holding area, I guess. I don't know what they even call it, but they get me hooked up to an IV, and then they start my heparin drip, and I start talking to the doctor. And he was like, honestly, if you didn't come in, we would have never found it. And on top of that, if you would have sneezed hard enough, that could have been the end. And at that point, I really realized that we don't all have enough time in this world. And you got to make time to do like all the important things in your life. And that's just always take a great day for what it is.
Sure.
Because, I mean, my experience could have ended, 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't be having this conversation.
We wouldn't be having this conversation. You wouldn't have moved from California. We wouldn't even have the opportunity to meet each other, man.
That's why I say every day is a blessing. I just take it as such every time. Like, I choose to have good days.
Yeah, it's a deliberate choice.
It really is. I mean, I see people, you can't have a bad day. Don't get me wrong. Like, okay, maybe your dog died, your fish died, you had to flush down the toilet. I don't know what happened, but there is a possibility that you have a bad day.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you do next? Like, that's my question to you, is like, what do you do next? Are you going to wallow in this self-pity at this point, or are you going to try to make sure your next day is going to be a better day?
Sure. Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. I know there's a common saying that I've heard a lot recently, and I've even appreciated and taught others with it. It's you can't always control what happens to you, but what you can control is how you respond to it.
That is guaranteed facts right there.
Yeah.
I actually love that right there. That's facts.
Straight up. So, man, going through that, 27, how has that impacted your life in terms of, man, your lifestyle, maybe your diet, your choices on looking into modern medicine or choosing a different route, man? How did that impact you?
It made me code switch a whole bunch.
Mhm.
Like my dad started ragging on me so much because he was like, "You doing everything the opposite of what we did growing up." I'm just like,
yeah.
sometimes you got to do that. I kept telling him, I was like, I want to feel myself,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to make sure like I'm having a good luxurious life and actually be able to enjoy it. So
For sure.
I switched the whole diet. I mean, I cut out a lot of red meat. You try to stay away from taking pills. You know, they say, I mean, on every commercial, ibuprofen, you take it, and
Yep.
next thing you know, you got kidney failure. I'm just like,
Yeah.
nah, let's not do all that.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get you some mint and rosemary, clear that headache.
There
You're
you
going to be
go.
fine, sweetheart.
There you go. There you go. And I think, man, Big Mom and Pop was on to something. They was like, oh, just go take a nap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
sometimes, you know, as now in our 30s, man, I'll you know, be in the house with my wife and family. We be like, man, I'm tired. And so you start to like self-diagnose almost, where it's like, okay, I got a headache. And then we start asking questions. Okay, did you drink enough water? you know
Did you
what I mean?
eat today? Did you get your electrolytes in?
Exactly. You know, and so, and then, you know, too, there's another conversation, especially with black men when it comes to the hospital. You know what I mean? And so I think there's a fine line that we told because, okay, hey, there are some things, like I said, your situation was very drastic, and it's praise God that you went.
Yeah.
Because you could have been the prototypical black man was like, I ain't going. You know what I'm saying? And then, okay, you ain't going, but you going down.
Yeah. Hey, that's why God gave us free will for a good reason. That's
For sure.
first to use it. And I'm going to use my free will to make sure I stay alive.
That's it.
That's all I can do at this point.
Yeah. So it's finding that balance of, okay, you know, I don't want to run to the doctor for everything, because now you're finding out, man, you know, being an adult, but then also being in the medical field, the expensive nature of everything.
Yeah.
When you look at some of the tools that we're utilizing, man, there's a camera, a scope is $30,000.
When I'm told like rubber bands in the hospital was like $200 a piece, I'm like, that's ridiculous. I can go to Staples right now and get a box full of them for $200.
And I'm like, fam, what manner of rubber band? what is the elasticity of this? You know what I'm saying?
It better pair together everything. I mean, it better bond everything together.
I mean, they better have a lifetime warranty on it or something.
If I don't get a new one every 3 days, I'm gonna be mad at this point. For $200. No.
Facts, man. As we kind of alluded to earlier, obviously a local of a native of California.
Yeah.
Migrated here recently. Your mother's in the medical field. Tell us about your father. You mentioned your father earlier. Kind of what was he into?
My dad is actually, so he taught kids. He did a lot of coaching for kids.
Nice.
So I was always in sports growing up because of my dad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's why I tell everybody, like, I don't play just one sport. I was the jack of all trades. Like, we jump sport to sport weekly. So I was like, I'm very used to that. But yeah, my dad loved being around kids. He loved coaching. And he did it for all his life, so he didn't really know anything else.
Is he still in it? Did he retire?
No, my dad's retired.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
He got lucky and got out early.
Crazy. Our dads are identical. So my dad was my coach growing up, basketball, football. I get my mom played sports as well. You know, but the Smith side, man, like that's where the sports are. My mom, she was a cheerleader. And so she was very good at what she does. And then with my dad, though, the sports side, I mean, track, football. I had an episode in, I think it was season 2, when my dad came on. And, you know, my dad, I ain't gonna tell his age, but I will tell his age. Like, he pulled out the projector on your boy.
Oh, Lord.
Pulled out the projector. Black and white, and you know, because you hear your dad say, "Oh, back in my day, okay, pops, you know, whatever." You know what I'm saying? Oh, he got his friends vouching for him. They your boys, of course they don't, you know. But he put out the project on us, and it was like, okay, nah, you was that dude. You was that dude. He told me, if it was not for his height, because you know, back in the 70s and 80s, short players weren't getting play like that because they were seen as a liability. If it was not for his height, my dad would have played for the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh man. Oh yeah,
Real talk.
your dad and my dad would have been great friends if that was the case. I can tell you that now.
For sure. We're gonna have to get my pops to California and have him link up, man.
Oh yeah, man, we can definitely do that. I mean, my parents, they getting ready to leave to Vegas, so they ain't gonna be in Cali too long, but they gonna do what they can. I mean, while they there, but yeah, we're gonna definitely make that happen for sure. I think that'd be like an iconic moment to see my dad meet somebody that's like, we all sport athletes at this point. Let's talk sports.
That's it.
Because that's all he need. I'm just like, you get him one of them and a Budweiser, he gonna sit there and talk to you all day long.
There you go. There you go. We got some love in the chat. We got Michelle Rankin says, hey, I'm liking this. Y'all were made for the camera. Yo, appreciate that, fam. I'm glad you're able to hop on with us. We appreciate that. Man, so with, as we said, you being from California,
yes, sir.
Your mother being in the field, were there any, obviously you weren't working in it during that time, but were there any things that your mother told you or things that you noticed in the medical field in California that may be different here now that you're in Oklahoma?
That's a really tough one to call. Like you said, I wasn't really in the medical field at that point, but I got to see a little bit from the outside looking in.
Yeah.
And if I do compare the two, I would definitely say the strictness in the hospitals. That is very similar. I've seen a lot of nurses in California always tell me, oh, we can't do this, can't do this, can't do this. I'm like, well, how are you supposed to help people? I mean, you got to follow so many rules and regulations. Like, sometimes you got to bend the rule a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
If somebody need a little extra ibuprofen, let us slide them one. Like,
right.
They instead of charge them $120 for one. Like, sorry.
Facts.
But overall, I definitely see that they're very similar in the sense where, like I said, they're very strict together, but providing good medical care for people. I say that's another big stand for California. Like, I haven't got to experience what Oklahoma was like because I haven't had anything drastic here.
Sure,
so I don't really know what's going
preferably
on.
you don't have anything drastic here. We don't want no blood clots, no nothing, brother.
I'm trying to stay as healthy as possible, but you still got to go in for like the normal routines and whatnot.
Sure.
So, I mean, when I start doing those things, I kind of get in the hang of seeing if I see what they do. And when I tell somebody, give me 2 tourniquets if you're going to take my blood, see if they listen or not. Because some people, they listen and then they don't listen.
Yep.
Everybody's like, oh, I'm a professional at my job. Like, okay, you've been doing it 10 years, but not every person you come across is the same.
Facts.
So I tell everybody the same thing. My arms, they get a little shy. They big, but they shy. But it is what it is. Like, it's just going to be what that is. But everybody was always, oh, I can do this. I'm good at my job. I'm like, okay, I hear you, but you stabbed me more than twice. We're going to have to fight after this.
Hey,
you have to beat me in a parking lot.
For real, man. For real. Like, being a father of 2 and, taking my girls to get their shots. I don't do it a lot with my youngest now because I'm obviously working. But my firstborn, was there, and I was not with her to get her ears pierced, and I refused to. I'm not. I don't want them problems.
You gotta go for that one.
My job was when it was time for baby to get her shots. Okay, I'm the one that held her.
Yeah.
And seeing my baby cry. All right, doc. I know you're doing your job, but you about to get these hands real quick.
You gonna have to see me after this.
Facts.
When she go to sleep, you gonna see me.
Facts.
It's gonna be what it is. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. You're gonna have to catch me.
Yeah.
Now, but I respect that though. I mean, that's just being a good attentive dad in general. So, I mean, tips out to you because there's a lot of people that ain't doing that. So, I mean, tips out for real. Like that's a blessing that you're a part of your kid's life and show them being a guide for them. Yeah. Because many kids ain't got that right now.
Yeah. And I think it's one of those things too, man, where we're shaped by upbringing, so hearing you talk about both your parents that mold you. Same with me, I knew growing up, and not everyone was blessed to have a 2-parent household. Yeah. There were many friends who were raised by, a single parent, whether it be a mother or a father or your grandparents. And shout out to those single moms, those single dads and grandparents who are raising kids a second time around, man. God bless you because, that's definitely not an easy thing to do. So we appreciate you stepping up and filling that void. With you being in the medical field, so let's talk about where we are in the medical field. We are dwelling in an underappreciated position
Yeah.
in the hospital.
Yeah.
I mean, we are literally underneath.
Yeah, no, look, physically.
We're physically in the basement of the hospital. So
doing all the gritty work.
right. So we carry a title known as a Central Sterile Processor, or what we like to call it CSP.
Yes, sir.
So when we hear that term, we now know what it means because we're in it. But for those viewers who may be on, who may not be familiar, man, just kind of talk about what is a Central Sterile Processor.
I mean, it's the heart of the hospital. I mean, without us, ain't really much to do in the hospital.
Yeah.
Unless you want to get jabbed by a whole bunch of bloody objects, because I didn't see enough already to kind of retire from seeing that again.
Yeah.
But I definitely say just working in CSP has given me or shed a new light on appreciation for the little man, because that's what we are. I mean, we're legit the middleman, not the middleman, but the little man.
Yeah.
And it doesn't get enough love, but like, it's all right, because I don't do things for people to say, oh, you did a great job today.
Right.
No, I do it because I feel like it's something that somebody needs to do.
Sure.
And somebody has to do, so why not be me?
Sure.
And it's like your small pitches into society. It's like, okay, I did this, and nobody knows about it, but everybody's using it. And that makes me feel good about it, because I can go look, I'm like, oh, you got a surgery today? I probably processed that. So now I'm even thinking about, like, I've already kind of gave myself like the self-motivation behind it, like, oh, I did a good job today. Yeah. And I can go ahead and tell my mom, like, I did a good job today.
Yeah. Mom, I made it. You know what
I mean? You up there with the surgeons and nurses, and I'm down here in the dungeons, with my brothers in arms, and we go ahead and get everything situated for y'all.
That's it. Brothers and sisters in arms. We don't leave out the women.
We're not leaving out the women. My bad. That's on
facts.
me.
Hey, I got you, because I don't want to show up to work tomorrow and get impressed.
Especially by small people. I ain't gonna say no names. Just small people. You ain't gonna let that go.
That's not me. That's this brother right there.
And it's gonna keep happening. I'm not letting it go. We gonna see y'all tomorrow too. Yeah, it's happening. Just know it's gonna happen.
Nah, this love. For me, I had an experience prior to being in the field where I saw the negative consequences of it. Mentioned my firstborn. We had an emergency C-section. Yeah. And I'm not gonna mention the hospital or the facility or who the doctors were, but there were some hiccups there from my perspective, whether it be instrumentation that wasn't properly sterilized. You just never know. And my wife, she had a septic infection. Oh, geez. And like a week after giving birth, and so we almost lost her, man. And so
that's crazy.
Yeah, so for me now being into it, it's that much more pertinent that the tools, everything is clean properly, everything is thorough, and you really can't shortchange, because man, those lives are affected, or in other parts of the department when you're right up under the ORs and you're getting those calls, or being at a trauma hospital, level one trauma hospital. With that,
level one, we up, baby. we up now.
Level one hospital. You may have those thiamine pins that you need. Yeah, Michelle know what I'm talking about.
Hey, just tell me, there ain't no more ladder falls around here. Just know that we ain't doing no ladder falls.
Facts. But with that being said, I just saw the importance of it. Or you're getting those trauma calls, to your ASCOM, or you got a 2-year-old coming in, you got a 4-year-old coming in, you have a person who's elderly and geriatric coming in. Those cases are serious. And even the ones in between. But when you see it, it's like, okay, we really got to make sure that the stuff is done properly.
Everybody got to be on their P's and Q's, make sure everything is sterile, making sure everybody's getting what they need so they can live a healthy life afterwards.
For sure.
It's tough.
For sure. I'll shout out to. Speaking of my wife, shout out to my wife and baby girl. Said Kalani says, "Love you, Dad. Love you too, baby. Love you too."
Shout out Mrs. Smith. We survivors around here. We all together.
That's right. It's all connected. Lastly, man, before we sign off, man, if there's anything, as far as like, man, just a lasting word. Anything that last takeaway that you want the viewers to take away from this time that you and I share together, man, what would that be?
The biggest thing for me is continue to just appreciate the value of life. Stay blessed. and try to live without regrets, because we never know when it's going to be over.
Yep.
And we never know what the next day may come. So it's more important that you tell everybody around you that, I appreciate you. I love you. Yeah, I mean, it's some people, it's hard to express emotion, and that's fine. But give your brother, sister, aunt, uncle, dad, mom, give them a hug when you see them. Like, it's small things that can really impact somebody's life, because you just never know. I mean, we could all be checked out tomorrow. You just never know.
Yep.
So if I say anything, just appreciate the things around you. Tell your friends, family, coworkers how much you love them. I mean, even if you don't like them at all, just tell them have a good day at least. Like, that's the bare minimum, I guess. But that's what all I would say is, yeah, just spread joy. Spread joy.
Indeed. Appreciate you, man. It's been a blessing having you on.
Appreciate you.
Man, it's definitely been a blessing. You just never know, like you said, if that situation for you didn't turn out well, we wouldn't be here. Yeah. So you learn to really take advantage of it, take full advantage of the opportunities that we have.
Yeah.
Because they come a dime, they don't come a dime a dozen. So you really got to take advantage of it.
Wholeheartedly, because ain't no second chances.
That's
Sadly.
That's
this
it.
ain't Mario.
That's it.
You ain't crossing that finish line 2 times. I'm sorry. you tried, but it ain't happening. Unless you 50 Cent, I guess you came back. But
get rich or die trying, okay?
He did it once, I guess. Somebody else can do it again, but I ain't gonna be the first to experiment.
There you go. That was his experience, not mine.
No, for real.
Well, bro, we appreciate you, man. Man, we appreciate you, bro. This was love. This was love, man. This was love. Listen, those of us who are on, maybe on Team Replay, man, this is a ministry. Bless somebody else with the time that my good brother and I have shared. Man, share it, like it, post it, man, do all the social media things that we know to do. As we said, we're in a new format in this season because of life and family and all the things that are going on. We used to go every week. Now we're going every other week. All right. So we won't see you next week, but we'll come back in 2 weeks from now and have another dope guest on, have another awesome episode. We do this every other Thursday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, Facebook, YouTube. We'll catch you in the next episode. God bless you. God keep you. Peace.